So today I'm going to be talking about the role of Ulysses S. Grant during the Civil War because I did a video on Custer, so I thought I'd make a video on Ulysses S. Grant because he's kind of interesting too, and he goes on to become president, and he is much more admirable than Custer. So yeah, let's get started. So he fought during the Mexican-American War, so he had some military experience. And when the Civil War actually came around in 1861, Grant he was working at his father's farm in, not farm, sorry, a leather store in Illinois. And the governor said, hey, you have some military experience, you're actually quite good at it, and there's a war now. Why don't you command this voluntary regiment? Grant said, sure, why not? I mean, I see no reason not to. And he actually trained them, shaped them up, and by September of 1861, his regiment was working quite nicely, and he was actually brigadier general of volunteers. And what he really wanted more than anything in terms of war was to take control of the Mississippi Valley, because that was quite a key place, having a river. In terms of military tactics, if you have control over the river and its valley, you're going to be fine. You can have the advantage at least. So he worked forward, and in February 1862, he actually managed to capture forts like Fort Henry and Fort Donelson. And he actually got the Confederate general managing these forts to write to him. And the Confederate commander, he said, hey, okay, sure, we can give these plates to you. What are your terms, please? I kind of want to know. And Grant said, no terms, no special request. Well, one, how about this unconditional surrender that is going to happen right now? And yeah, you give us the fort, and in return, you also give us an unconditional surrender, immediate. And so the Confederates pretty much had no choice and had to surrender. And Lincoln said, dude, Grant, you're doing a great job. Come on, I'll make you Major General of the Volunteers. Then at Shiloh in April, he actually managed to fight one of the bloodiest battles, especially in the West. And he came out all right. And Lincoln was actually saying, I can't spare this man, he fights. So the battle didn't go as Grant wanted. He came out all right, personally, but in terms of his military achievements, not so good. But Lincoln, despite everyone telling him, oh, you should remove him from his position because he's pretty much useless, Lincoln thought, he fights, and that's what we need right now. And so Grant had this, like I mentioned, this idea that he wanted to take over the Mississippi Valley. And he managed to win Vicksburg, this city on the Mississippi. And what it actually did, it was so key that, so the Confederacy was spread out, right? By taking this city, he managed to really cut the Confederacy in half, so they couldn't communicate. And actually managed to, later on, broke the Confederate hold on Chattanooga. Lincoln, I mean, to say the least, he was pretty much impressed and thought, you deserve another raise. I'm just going to make you General-in-Chief. And this was in 1864. General-in-Chief. That is quite an impressive title. And Grant directed Sherman, a military guy. He had to go through the South, and Grant would go to the Army of the Potomac and pin down Robert E. Lee's army in Northern Virginia. And on April 9th, 1865, Lee he surrendered. He thought, okay, it's not enough, I'm gonna just leave it there. And this happened at Potomac Courthouse. And Grant, he actually kind of saved Lee's life, because generals, Lincoln, politicians, they wanted him to be treated as a person who committed treason. That was capital punishment. But Grant campaigned for him and actually got a lower, less severe punishment. And yeah, that is Grant during the Civil War. Quite key. I mean, he Castro was involved in the surrender of Lee's surrender, but Grant, he was the guy who actually planned it. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. I hope you had an interesting, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.